Alrighty. Wow, that joined pretty fast. Hello and welcome to tonight's fantastic Dino action. Any of you guys watching right now, later on in the morning, if you've already passed out, you've gone to sleep, hopefully it was good. And yes, heating up the competition. I'm hoping that's going to continue. 5 ways, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. But Flame Sweep, man, that art on the thumbnail, I'm proud of that. That turned out pretty good. I duplicated it, the image of the card, and I took just the flames and I left that, and then I just enlarged it to make it seem like it was extended art going out past the image. And yes, certainly Flame Sweep is gonna heat things up tonight, along with all the other fantastic favorites. As always, Commune with Dinosaurs, somewhat recently re-edition, keeping up that consistency for turn 1 play, turn 3 play whenever we see it. Usually it is a very good time indeed. Yes, a little toasty indeed. We're going to be toasting some opponents, I bet. Man, the songs are fire, and this deck certainly is fire. Man, oh my goodness. But yes, Commune, still in there. Nothing majorly tweaked. I did make that little video. If you guys didn't see it, check it out. But I'll go over that. Vivian Reed, well, some more card advantage. I was looking to up that a little bit. We'll see if I continue with it. But the +1, looking at the top 4 cards of our library, grabbing a land or a creature, we should always be able to find something. So like I mentioned previously, you're digging pretty far. Commune with Dinosaurs, you dig down 5 cards. That's good as well. We should be pretty easily finding something that is going to turn the tides, I would hope. Usually that's the case, but still, sometimes it just doesn't happen. And the Great Henge. I hear the Great Henge is pretty great. I haven't used it all the time, but if we can land this, certainly in a grindier matchup, this is going to help out quite a bit. If we're just looking to refill, pop off, potentially. Sometimes it doesn't do a whole lot, but of course, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under our control, we put a counter on it and we draw a card. And with so many creatures, 32 to be specific, there should be a pretty good chance we at least chain a couple a turn, I would hope. Possibly having the Great Henge and Vivian Reed. So if the top card we draw, we top deck it, it is a land, oh, that would feel bad. And then we can use Vivian, +1, look at the top 4 and hope there's a creature in the top 4. Usually that should be the case, but that will not. The Great Henge, not the meh henge. I mean, when a card is pretty old like this and it maintains its price, mostly for Commander, I would imagine, but also it is just a good card. $50, $80. I lost track, but I am pretty happy I got at least one copy at a good discount. Definitely. And this guy's making a reappearance. It makes sense. It's a dinosaur, a part dinosaur, ape dinosaur turtle, which is a pretty fantastic combination if you ask me. Recently, for March of the Machines, when it enters the battlefield, it can gain trample and haste. Love it. Or it can fight a creature we don't control. So that's a little bit of removal, which I certainly am light on. Hopefully we don't get caught out too much tonight, but for the most part, I have so many big creatures, I just smack the opponent. Sometimes I don't need too much removal. I just do my own thing, but of course, you can always sprinkle in a little bit more interaction if you feel you really desperately need it. But it is nice. This is a big thing, plus it takes out something. So I might up it to, 2 copies. We'll see. It is artifact and enchantment destruction as well, with its other ability there, discarding it. And it doesn't go to the graveyard because we shuffle it into the library and we draw a card, which is quite nice indeed, I must say. Mana base wise, everything is pretty much the same. We'll see if we get caught out tonight, because Thunderherd Migration has made a reappearance. Oh, that is good. That is good. 5 ways, absolutely. Man, it's always nice to pull some pretty good looking stuff. Maybe the card isn't particularly expensive, but I must say a lot of the new stuff, or just in general, the art is absolutely lovely. Almost as lovely as Thunderherd Migration, but not so lovely when we don't have basic lands. As I was mentioning, sometimes getting caught out, not having a basic land to grab whatsoever. That's happened a few times. That night where I was using just 5 forests, keep in mind, and Topiary Stomper. Multiple occasions, there was nothing to grab when this entered, and that felt really bad. Mostly, the opponent was using Field of Ruin, a land they pay to, tap it, destroy one of our non-basic lands. We get a basic, they also get a basic, but pairing that with Topiary Stomper and the opponent's Field of Ruin, I ran out of basics way too quick. So also having Thunderherd plus Topiary and 6, we may get caught out. We'll keep that in mind. I like to do 8, sometimes 9. As always, if I have this for basic lands, this for basics, you always want to be grabbing something with that. But again, Thunderherd, I'm going to try and switch this out with Huntmaster whenever I'm up against a bad matchup. Let's say Rakdos Sacrifice. Huntmaster is dead all the time, basically guaranteed mono red, potentially more like mono dead Huntmaster, because a lot of stuff at least does 2 damage, and that is certainly painful. So Thunderherd, we get ahead, buy 1 forever. Done. Lovely, lovely stuff. Of course, we might not draw a land the turn after, so effectively it's as if we play the land a turn, but still. We get to 2, we get to 3. And if we get to 3, we play Topiary, we get to 4. That sort of thing. So it's going to be good. Yes, very, very nice indeed. Very stable. I haven't tried this in a long time, I must say. Having the stable thing for turn 2, replacing Huntmaster. I have used Thunderherd Migration with Huntmaster and Marauding, but as time went on, I was jamming so much stuff early. It was very painful indeed. Oftentimes, and you guys may have witnessed, but if you're new here, over 400 streams, you've got a lot of content to sink your teeth into. But yeah, I was just left with ramping things, you know, Huntmasters, a lot of basic lands with Thunderherd and Topiary and Marauding, and I just didn't have a big, nice payoff, flashy payoff, so I think this is a good balance. Maybe you want 10 things for 2. Of course, it's very nice to always be doing something on turn 2, but that won't always happen. Of course, even if you had 12 things, you don't want to keep mulliganing forever, especially if you pass up a reasonable hand with a bunch of lands and maybe Topiary for 3. You have a draw or 2, which there still is a pretty good chance to see that thing for 2 that isn't in your opening hand. Quite reasonable indeed. And commune with dinosaurs, I mean, we would have to pass up Thunderherd Migration anyways if we don't see it. So that can be kind of rough. Just love commune, increasing the consistency, I must say. Back to nature, well, that's still in. Take out enchantments. Thrashing Brontodon still in. Artifacts, enchantments, and a creature. We have it, we use it for Convoke, for Ancient Imperiosaur, make it bigger. And then after it's convoked the Imperiosaur, we can sacrifice it if it makes sense to do so, or we just have a lovely early body. But oh nope, it went away. I did that last night. My goodness, I was so excited to get going. But yeah, jam the interesting, cheaper bodies, maybe in game 2, make an Imperiosaur bigger. That is very good. But now I have to replace that thrash in 1 second, and we'll get right into things. Okay, there we go. Get back into the sideboard. Broke out of the sideboard fence containment. That's alright. That's alright. Yeah, that's the right one. I've been doing tweaks. I've deleted some of the older decks, and then I've just made a carbon copy of the specific variation. It does a 2 in brackets, and then I tweak things a little bit, compare, see how it feels. See if I just want some lovely creatures, maybe some single target interaction. Again, if it's not aggro, or even if it's aggro and they haven't gone as fast as humanly possible, I still might be fast enough to get the job done. They get me within 5 or 6, and then I get big enough bodies that they can't blast through it, and then I blast them with a 32-32 Ancient Imperiosaur after Xenagos doubles it. Hopefully that happens tonight. Or just a 28-28. Something is... Oh, it had to happen. It did not have to happen at the very start, but hey. Okay. Infinitely better. Love that. Absolutely. I'm definitely going to keep all those lands. That's going to be very nice. Has to be a shelter ticket, though. That has to enter the battlefield tapped at some point. We'll take the turn off again. Commune with dinosaurs. Perfectly reasonable. Basically at any point. Usually you wouldn't use it on turn 2. You'd hope to go marauding or hunt. Oh, what do we got? Energy. Something. I feel like they're going to kill somebody, but they didn't pause at all at any point, so I think we're safe to just go ahead and do things. Yeah, no fatal push. Is it... Oh, fight rigging. Well, they're... I guess they're just dead. Huh. Okay, I'll just play Ghalta. Okay, that's how you do it. You don't need to cheat something out when you just do that. You don't need to jump through hoops when you can just slam the finish line. Boom. No funny business. Fight rigging is regular dinos with extra steps. JDX, how's it going? Hopefully you enjoyed that absolute stomping of a fight rigging variation. Am I worried about it too much? Of course it can pop off and do scary stuff. Kogla and Yidaro could take out fight rigging for 4. Vivian potentially, but they can just get that stuff online too fast, unfortunately, and we won't be doing anything. It seems like they may not have a whole lot of removal. I'm going to bring in Thrashing Brontodon anyways, just to up the enchantment removal a touch. Just a hair. Just a claw, or a tail, a feather, a fang, a tooth, whatever you want to call it. Don't want to trim something. Well, the Great Henge. Still keep in Vivian Reed, especially for that enchantment hate. Yeah, 1 Ancient Imperiosaur. Okay. Especially nice because, again, commune with dinosaurs, can grab that Thrashing Brontodon. There is basically a dino for everything. You have a problem against a specific deck, dinos will get her done. And commune with dinosaurs is going to help you dig for that specific hate, and this hand is just better and better. But I'm going to send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. Again, because I think Huntmaster might... Oh, my goodness. Huntmaster might stick around. Kind of similar to the previous game, Shelter Ticket turn 1. Good stuff. Hopefully Huntmaster still lives. Maybe they just go fight rigging this turn. Perhaps. Is it Jund fight rigging? Something like that. I imagine there's going to be a big creature for 6 power next turn. We're going to be saying goodbye, potentially, if it is a very good hit, but you never know. That is a little bit rough. No lands, so I would expect to see a land next turn. And if that's the case, I want Regisaur Alpha. Maximum haste, maximum aggression. It's going to be very good playing Regisaur for 3. Love it. Do as much damage as possible, hitting them with the Marauding Raptor there, and cross your fingers. We're hoping for that 3rd land. Oh, gonna land a win. Or is that Rotting Regisaur, Shakedown Heavy, something for 6 power? If they don't have it, it might be bad. We still get to go Shifting Ceratops next. Oh, somebody's going down. Oh, defeat the swarm. Oh, that's painful stuff. At least we still get commune. Certainly grabbing a land. We want to keep going on that front. Big time. Is a wee bit rough. Don't get to play anything, but hope for that fourth one at least. Or no other Feed the Swarm. Okay. It's looking good. Still kind of making me wish I had brought in Back to Nature maybe. Taking out Fight Rigging and Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Certainly would be lovely stuff. Of course, try to go as fast as possible. Hope they don't get that big scary thing too soon. Flipping Fight Rigging. Being able to play the card that it exiled. It could just be some nothing much. When they looked at the top 5 cards. Yeah, top 5 cards, they exiled one. Ooh, Ilharg. Ugh. That's not good. I mean, we're not dead. We're certainly not dead. Oh, hold on a second. We can go Marauding for 1 and Ancient Imperiosaur for 5. 3 creatures, 2 lands. Marauding for 1 red reduces Ancient Imperiosaur by 2. Can we live? No. We can't. No. Too little, too late. Starved a little bit in the mana department. But now I'm really thinking. Kind of want that Back to Nature, especially seeing Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Reflection of Kiki Jiki. Sometimes it is just Fight Rigging. You don't see too many more enchantments. But that certainly was a very painful and nasty variation. So I say we do it. Trim Vivian, Trim Kogla, however you say it. The Dinosaur Ape Turtle. Those costlier things. And then we bring it Back to Nature, which is going to take out multiple enchantments in one. Instant speed, of course, on the opponent's turn. If they play the thing, boom, dead, done. Before it goes to combat, they're all excited. They're going to get a 7 power creature. And they're going to be casting whatever Fight Rigging exile. Not the case. We're going to take it out before. And that is going to be lovely indeed. Yes, very exciting stuff. Lost Caverns of Ixalan. As I mentioned in the description, if you guys didn't happen to see it, dinosaurs are fantastic, or were fantastic. If you're watching this after it's been released, before Lost Caverns of Ixalan became a thing. Dropping all those dinosaur lords, which I'm certain there's going to be some pretty fantastic ones. Oh, it's going to be good. We're going to be spoiled. We're already spoiled with so many lovely options. It's going to be interesting to see if there are people that say, oh, dinosaurs weren't a thing before Lost Caverns. They weren't good. They don't know. They never played it, so it is certainly understandable. And this hand is, I mean, it's just getting better and better. We got Topiary Stomper next turn. Let's see if we can do this. No, Topiary Stomper. We want to keep that as a creature. The opponent is basically dead next turn when we play so much big, nasty stuff. Definitely want that Marauding Raptor. Reduce Ancient Imperiosaur quite a bit. If all goes well. Actually, we can do this. Ancient Imperiosaur plus Ghalta. Oh, hopefully we get a Jund Dino Lord. Yes, absolutely. There's that Shakedown Heavy. Oh, Shakedown this, buddy. Oh boy, what's gonna happen? Oh no. 12-12 and a 12-12 in one turn. Tell me, how good is that? Are they just gonna concede? Probably. Good luck, lights out. I got Joe Rogan ready. Just you wait. It's coming. I don't see how they can get out of this sticky situation, but you never. Oh, okay. Maybe Bulamog. too bad. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Didn't do a whole lot. Of course, make Marauding Raptors as big as possible. We still kill them. There you go. Toast. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Good stuff. Very nice to start the night off like that. Yeah, I think that's a pretty perfect pairing. Often enough, maybe the most common is a 12-12 that Ancient Imperiosaur enters as. Even if it is a 10-10, that's pretty good. But pretty often, it's at least the power of Ghalta. So we had 3 creatures. Ancient Imperiosaur was reduced to 5 with the 2 Marauding. So Topiary, Marauding, 2 lands. Imperiosaur, left with 2 for Ghalta, a 12-12, a 12-12 for 4 mana. It's like I just played 2 Ghaltas, but again, Ancient Imperiosaur is a little bit better than Ghalta because of the Ward 2. The opponent has to jump through a little bit more of a hoop, paying an extra 2 whenever they target Ancient Imperiosaur with any sort of removal or answer. Tends to do the trick pretty good. Yes, oh, lovely, absolute, perfect, using up every bit of available mana, stacking those Maraudings. Again, we play 1 Marauding for 2 red, pretty good. Play the second one for 1 red, but that 1 mana, again, Ancient Imperiosaur reduced by 2. The reduction and the creature itself. Our first Mythic opponent of the night. Let's see how it goes. It's not super fast. Again, of course I don't know what the opponent is on, so I'm going to give it a go. We'll see. It is nice to have 2 Topias. Mono green Devotion. This might not be fast enough. Of course I'm going to try for Commune. I don't have any other play at the moment. So we'll grab another land. We'll get to Regisaur Alpha eventually. With that forest, is it going to be fast enough that they don't have any other place? Beautiful. We get Regisaur next turn, plus with Ancient Imperiosaur the turn after that. If they haven't done too much, it's not going to be a pretty sight. Cavalier of Thorns coming in hot right here. Oh my goodness, I've never played against this deck in my life. Okay, they don't have Nykthos, which is certainly lovely stuff. We might have a slim chance here, folks. Definitely got to be Regisaur Alpha. We want to get that Ancient Imperiosaur as big as possible. We got 3 creatures. Gonna have 4 next turn. It's going to be 8 counters. It's going to be a 14-14. But of course they've got Nykthos, so that is probably going to do it. Casting Storm the Festival multiple times. I'll wait and see what they get, but we're basically dead, unfortunately. It feels like I'm starting to face more mono green, so bringing in specific hate for it. Of course, you can't completely hate it out all the time. They do so much good stuff, it's really difficult. I'm thinking Storm the Festival might be probably my favorite thing. If they can't Storm the Festival, that's the main thing they use all their mana for. So we should be pretty safe if we can stop that. Nope, not busting through it. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Of course, we're not dead yet. We do know what it is. Mono Green Devotion doing their own thing, so we get to do our own thing, and we can be extra aggressive as well. What does that mean? Well, not a whole lot of this stuff. Of course, Ancient Imperiosaur, maybe we keep a hand that would normally be riskier, but if we see some good stuff that's going to get this guy down, and big. Perhaps. Of course, Flame Sweep could be potentially nice, taking out multiple elves. They did have 2, but there is some games where they only have 1 elf out for quite a bit. Sometimes they have 3 or 4, and you're kicking yourself. You're wishing you had a light damage sweeper to take out all the mana dorks, but you don't. Ooh, oh, that's not nice. Okay, that's not nice either. Rough stuff, rough stuff. Gonna try one more. Okay, it's a little bit better. Send the shifting to the bottom again, because I want to try for that Ancient Imperiosaur. Let's hope for a Topiary Stomper or Huntmaster plus Marauding. Yeah. Okay, we're getting something. Let's hope it's not a land coming up. Okay, good stuff. Certainly grabbing a land. Possibly their land for the turn, it appears. Sheltered Thicket, of course, well, has to enter tapped. Could have cycled it, but I wouldn't have been able to play the thing anyways. Unless it was another Marauding Raptor, of course. But it is a little bit unfortunate. Haven't had the best start, and, well, this mono green opponent has stumbled a little bit. Of course, it is rough seeing a Huntmaster. We still can't get down that Ancient Imperiosaur. And we're going to do as much damage as we can, and well, we'll get there next turn. With Stomping Ground, we can use Castle Garenbrig to make 6 green and get it. We'd actually tap Marauding to make it an 8/8. Regisaur Alpha would be pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have Nykthos. We can't kill him this turn. You know what? I'll take the ping. Play the Ancient Imperiosaur. Make it as big as possible. Then we'll just sit there and we'll see what happens. Maybe we get lucky with those Storm the Festivals, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Maybe they get multiple Nykthoses. Cure, of course, untapping it. If you can take out, stop the Planeswalkers, and you stop Storm the Festival, I think that's probably going to be the best. Maybe you don't even bother with Nykthos. Of course, there is some things that shut down lands, that tap for more does. Okay, yeah, that certainly does the trick. And we gave it an honest effort, but you can't always get her done. Maybe if we face Mono Green Devotion a couple times tonight, we're going to put the screw to them. We're going to bring the pain. Not just specifically for them. There certainly is some specific hate. But it's not so narrow. Weathered Runestone, stopping Storm the Festival from having stuff enter the battlefield from the library. Love it. Beautiful. Really, really fantastic. Pretty much if it was just Storm the Festival, we'd be good. And if they didn't draw cards from Kiora or untap, well, think about it. Burning Hands, potentially. Of course, that is pretty specific. 1 in a red, instant speed. You do 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker, I believe. But if that permanent is green, you deal 6. So we get to take out basically every creature they have. We can take out Kiora after she's untapped one thing. She goes down to 6 loyalty. And that might be all the difference that we need. Of course, this is a perfectly fine hand. I would have otherwise been feeling pretty bad keeping it. I don't have a source of red for Marauding, but Commune with Dinosaurs should be grabbing that. Ooh, mono blue spirits. We don't have Shifting Ceratops to start. We're going to hope that they don't counter our turn 2 play. And we do have to, unfortunately, pass up one Shifting Ceratops there. That is, makes me cry. That is the thing you want against this deck. Oh boy, I wonder if it's going to be a Geistlight Snare. Oh no, oh no. Geistlight Snare for 2, or probably that. Or something that countered it. Lofty Denial. They certainly denied it, but they haven't played any other creatures, and they haven't played Curious Obsession. They don't have that card advantage quite yet, so we certainly have a reasonable chance if they have another Lofty Denial. They don't have a creature with flying, so I think I'm going to try for Marauding. We do have an extra one left to pay for it, if that is the case. Or Geistlight Snare coming up. Nebelgast, huh? Oh, they played a creature. We got Marauding Raptor at the very least. If we draw land next turn... Oh, they're going to make Faceless Haven a creature. Well. Interesting. I'll take it. Certainly have to preserve Marauding, but they've basically tapped out. That is good for me. Ancient Imperiosaur next turn would be nice. I don't need another red technically, but might as well grab a mountain just so I don't have to take one from Karplusan Forest. Now, am I going to use Marauding Raptor to block a big Ascendant Spirit? Maybe not. We might be mostly dead next turn, depending if they play a Lord. We'll see. Ooh, interesting. They got something up their sleeve, that's for sure. A counterspell, I imagine. Of course, this is going to be fantastic stuff. Stop this. Good luck. Not today. Who's that counterspell? You can't stop it, you can't target it. They could bounce it while it's on the stack with maybe some specific stuff, but now they either have to sink mana into Ascendant Spirit or watch Faceless Haven sadly block. Do I want to attack with Marauding? Potentially. We still have Carnage Tyrant next turn to block Faceless Haven. Nah, I'm going to leave Marauding back because that could be very useful for a big Ancient Imperiosaur next turn. Regisaur Alpha, boom. Ancient Imperiosaur plus Carnage Tyrant might just finish them off if we're not dead already. Oh, they have 6. Never mind. Flying. Okay. Math is hard. Exactly, lethal. Okay. We know what it's all about. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yes, please. Switch that with Ancient Imperiosaur. That's pretty easy. Ancient Imperiosaur, of course, can be countered. Tyrannosaurus Rex cannot be countered. There you go. Simple. But other stuff. Thrashing Brontodon, I'm going to bring that in. I want, a cheaper creature, a decent body, something that can take out Curious Obsession, possibly. Hopefully, I get an attack off with Thrashing Brontodon, get some value, sacrifice it, take out Curious Obsession or Witness Protection, something that is stopping my aggression. The Great Henge could be great. Certainly Vivian Reed, her -3 taking out creatures with flying. That is very nice. Yeah, I like the looks of that. Hopefully it goes a little bit smoother, but we got a plan. We got Shifting Ceratops, and I'm just crossing my fingers. I don't have to send Shifting to the bottom with that. If I saw something for 2, Huntmaster or Marauding, I might just risk this, but not going to do that. Ooh, that's worse. I mean, it was slightly better. That's what it's going to have to be, sending Carnage and Thrashing to the bottom. Save the ramp and the thing that decimates this deck. Nope, we don't have a land yet. Hold on, folks. You know what? I'm going to go with Marauding Raptor instead. I'm going to cross my fingers, hope that I keep up with the lands, drawing lands, because I know I get Marauding anyways here. Guaranteed. That's going to be nice. And if we get the 3rd land, we get Shifting Ceratops next turn. And that might be all we need to hose them. Get them. Seems like they might have a counterspell, unfortunately. Which counterspell is the question? Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to play another Marauding and see what that draws out. If it draws anything. Okay, good. Good. I could have played the Topiary Stomper, but now I get to play another one, and we might just have lovely bits of aggression. Topiary Stomper, we were never going to be at 7 lands anytime soon. So if both Maraudings are around and we get it next turn, that's going to be lovely stuff. Well, they can't have a counter spell for 1, so I'm okay with that. We get a land, we get Shifting next turn. We hit them for 8. That's pretty darn good. Maybe the Supreme Phantom blocks. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. Slip out the back. Oh, okay. Pretty nice. We may just end up playing Shifting Ceratops for 2 to power up the Maraudings further. Again, they can't counter Shifting. Maybe they can't do anything to the Maraudings. And then they're just they're left scratching their head, feeling the pain. Maybe they don't have any spirits that they can flash in. Oh, rattle chains. Okay. So that does seem like it will have to block 1 Marauding. Oh, one of the rattle chains is blocking. Okay, let me think. 1 does go down, so that's maybe going to be okay for us. 2, 3, oh, both of them. Okay. Now that's going to be it. Just got a wee bit mana screwed, unfortunately. Yeah. Faceless Haven would finish us off next turn. It should. I'm pretty certain of that. We gotta trade with it. That's just how it goes. Vivian Reed will not get the job done, unfortunately. That's alright. Can't win them all. Man, mono blue spirits. It's been a long time. It feels like Azorius blue and white spirits have been a little bit more common. Not common enough that I have sideboard hate for it. But maybe it will be more common in Diamond. We'll see. I've still seen quite a wide spread, I must say. Not quite as much as being in Platinum, but a nice range. Mono Green Devotion again? No. Just regular stuff. Of course, people getting into Diamond, they're wanting to make the push, as maybe a lot of people are, trying to get to Mythic, playing what they think is the best of the best. Getting there. Fast as possible. Ooh. But Fidel cash flow. Ugh. Yeah, that's rough. That's too bad. Almost mistakenly kept it, but both these lands will enter the battlefield tapped, both requiring a forest. I do draw twice, so there could be a chance to see the forest. That might be quite nice. I'm going to try one mulligan, though. Ooh, okay, it's better. It's better. Nah, I'm going to keep that Great Henge. I want to see if we can get it down. But I found I don't often need it, that's for sure. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce for one. Okay, good. They don't. Beautiful stuff. We'll stick with the land. You can't make us discard a land. We could have grabbed Marauding, but that could have been painful. Watch this get countered or killed by Fatal Push. At least they didn't go turn one Thoughtseize. You always got to appreciate that. We did get Castle Garenbrig, though. Really should have gone Castle Garenbrig instead. Rockfall Vale still would have entered untapped, but I didn't have it. Oh, phew, phew, we were saved. We were fortunate. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. We get the shifting. You can't counter it. We might have to sacrifice it to Shieldred's Edict or something like that. Yeah, well. Shark Typhoon, not too bad. Maybe they didn't have removal, so they cycled it, they got it. Or they just wanted a little creature, something to block shifting, which they cannot do. Oh, the Chrome Host Seedshark. Very interesting stuff. Of course, I think it makes sense to just go Carnage Tyrant again. If they have a counter spell, well, not doing anything again. And it does reduce the Great Henge to 2. If we see an opening to get it down for its fully reduced cost of 2 green, man, we're going to run away with things. So cross the fingers that maybe they tap out this turn. We get to see the Great Henge at least once tonight. Oh boy. What's it gonna be? Oh, nothing. Well, they're certainly gonna stop something that we have. I'm pretty certain it's gonna be a counter spell. What do I want them to burn it on? Let's try Regisaur Alpha. Let's test the waters and get some information. See how she goes. See what counter spells they have. Eventually, we'll see what they have. They gotta have an answer. Putting me to sleep. Well, we got some stuff in the graveyard. Oh, they may not have a counter spell. Good. I think the Great Henge has a nice possibility next turn. Still, hit them as much as possible. Maybe they do the Shark Typhoon, they make another token. They have enough combined to take out Carnage Tyrant. Perhaps. Or they're just mad they can't do anything to shifting. None of their creatures can block because of protection from blue. Nothing blue can target it. They can't target Carnage. Man, it is painful. May have never faced Shifting Ceratops before. Yep. Okay, so we see what it is. 2. Okay, maybe they have another Drown in the Loch. Drown in the Loch will not be able to counter the Great Henge. It still has the casting cost of 9, I believe. Yeah, 9. Oh, a lot of stuff. Well. Okay. Certainly taking out the Chrome Host and that shark. The Phyrexian. I'm going to leave the shark behind just because it can't block shifting. I think this would be better. Beautiful. Okay, I expected that. Something like it. If they have removal, that's good. We still got other lovely, lovely stuff. Gonna keep testing the waters with this. See if they have another fatal push. I'm gonna see what happens. Ooh, I thought there were some shenanigans up their sleeve. Okay. That's probably going to do it. Man, Shifting Ceratops is going to hose them if we can get it to stick at the right time. But they just had some fantastic removal. Lovely, lovely creatures. Certainly getting the job done. Oh, not the Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Okay, okay. Ouch. Well, let's try for Regisaur Alpha. See how she goes. Oh. No. No, no. That's not happening. Okay. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Go time. Go time. We're going to bring the pain. Ancient Imperiosaur. Nah. Trim that guy. Once again, Thrashing Brontodon. Well, if they get a Shark Typhoon or if we just want to take out Torrential Gearhulk simply by sacrificing this for one. Torrential Gearhulk is an artifact creature, of course, so Thrashing Brontodon can just destroy it straight up, which is pretty lovely stuff. Thunderherd Migration? They do have the fatal pushes and the counter spells, so maybe Huntmaster is not going to live too long, perhaps. Yeah, keep it like that. I think there's still a pretty good chance that Huntmaster is going to stick around. Of course, I'm on the play, so I want to try and go as fast as possible. Keep Huntmaster in. Hopefully see it on turn 2. Dodge a counter spell, fatal push, and then just pop off from there. Possibly playing Marauding for 1 red. Shifting for 2 green on turn 3. Huntmaster gives Shifting haste, and boom. We hit him hard and fast. Well, they've seen what we're all about. They've seen Shifting and the stuff they can't do anything against. There's no secrets here. Now we just have to be more on point than it was. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Karplusan Forest, Commune, hopefully grabbing a forest. Then we can play that for the second land, Root Bound for the third. Alright. We're making it happen. Maybe not too worried. They had removal for Huntmaster, taking out the thing we play for. 2, unfortunately. Another Carnage Tyrant. Back-to-back Carnage Tyrants. Of course, is a little bit rough. That can happen. Oh, Shifting. We're still off from that. Painful. Now they haven't done a whole lot. Maybe they just have a bunch of removal in their hand and it can sit there. Oh, that is just... That's straight up bad luck. Nuts. Happens to everyone. That's all good. Again, I'm not turned off by that fact. It's a risk you run. We finally got it. Hopefully seeing Castle Garenbrig to get Carnage Tyrant. Ether Gust. Well, I'm going to send that to the bottom because I'm going to hope the castle is coming up. Nuts. Yeah, we'll get something. It may be too little too late, but you never know. Of course, certainly this is why I love multiple Castle Garen breaks. All four, you want to see it as often as possible. You want to be playing those big scary dinos. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Another land next turn. Carnage Tyrant. If it is Castle Garen break, we do get Tyrannosaurus Rex quite nicely. We get to watch Regisaur Alpha get countered, unfortunately. But that's okay. Well, let's try for Castle Garen break, I hope. Castle Garen break, good stuff. Get that Carnage Tyrant, bing bang boom. Okay, we got a thing. Shieldred's Edict for 2. Hullbreaker Horror, that does tend to do the trick. Yeah, well, that's not happening. They couldn't have bounced Carnage Tyrant, but Carnage Tyrant would have had to block Hullbreaker Horror. Would have been down to 4. We weren't going fast enough, especially again with the flying of the Chrome Host Seedshark. That was going to do us in. Yeah. You hope to get shifting, you hope to stick it a little bit faster, but it just doesn't happen. Yeah, sometimes it is rough. I would hope that it's not quite this rough, but you can't always win, even against some of your favorite stuff. Whatever that favorite stuff happens to be, whether you play mono red aggro, mono green devotion, something different. You have a deck that you love to face. You beat them often, but you don't beat them always. You'll never beat something all the time. And that's a fact. But the fact is this, I would hope to be better. At the very least, something for 3. So, try 1. Well, that's better. That is better. Of course, I don't know what they're on, but maybe it is going to be more control. We've seen a wide range, a good range tonight. We've seen a couple mulligans from the opponent just here. I believe it was twice. Pretty sure. Oh, that is good stuff. I like it. Appears to be creativity. Okay. Yes. Indomitable creativity. Well, let's hope. They're rough on the lands. Good. They missed their land drops. This is beautiful stuff indeed. We get Shifting, Hasty next turn. We can actually get Ancient Imperiosaur. If they don't... Okay. Oh. We got rough in the lands. This opponent, unfortunately, also got rough. However, there are some key things we need to add. Kogla and Yidaro, its ability. You can use that at instant speed. Thrashing Brontodon, you can sacrifice it at instant speed. Love it. Maybe Flame Sweep, taking out the Goblin token from Reflection of Kiki-Jiki or Reflection of Kiki-Jiki itself. But anyways, interact at instant speed against creativity. Whatever it targets, as long as you take out one of the 2 things, you stop there. Painful stuff. So certainly Ancient Imperiosaur, well, it would be nice. The Great Henge, I'm going to get rid of that. Chances are they have some artifact destruction themselves. A Braid, for 1 and a red, 3 damage to a creature, or destroy target artifact at instant speed. Prismari Command as well. 1, a blue and a red, you can destroy an artifact or make a treasure, or draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, or deal 2 damage to any creature. Of course, Huntmaster is not going to be long for this world. They have so many things that deal too, and nah, I'm just going to trim it. Bring in that thrashing. Love it. Yeah, they do have the counter spells. Trim Ancient Imperiosaur. Bring in those 3 T-Rex. I like the looks of that. Alright. It would be nice to get them with their own Xenagos. I'm using it. I make something big. Hey. Sometimes it's rough for you. Sometimes it's rough for the opponent. It's not the best way to win, but pain is felt by all eventually. Certainly nice to see Thunderherd Migration. I'm liking this. Hopefully they don't have Source of Blue untapped. I imagine it could be a counter spell. We're going to try. We're going to hope that it's not. No counter spell. No counter spell. Make disappear. Censor. Let it happen. You know you wanna. Yes, we got it. Because they want to make a token. No, they don't. Okay. Interesting. Ready for a counter spell? Let me think. Ready to counter Topiary Stomper with Make Disappear, perhaps. This might dodge Make Disappear because I have 2 to pay. So we'll see if we draw it out right here. There it is. What did I say? You play Marauding for 2. I had 2 left. I could have paid the extra. Hopefully Marauding sticks around. Even if it doesn't, we get Shifting next turn. Or we just get Carnage Tyrant, bing, bang, boom, there you go. You don't leave Marauding alive. If they had Volcanic Spite or something for 3 damage, they're going to be kicking themselves. Gotcha. They could do their thing next turn, depending if it is Atraxa. If this is World Spineworm and Xenagos, they would need a little bit more. But they could get one big thing. This might be Torrential Gearhulk, or... we'll see. They don't have too many more turns. That's for sure. They can do it next turn, unfortunately. Now the question is, are they going to live next turn? No. That Goblin does have to block, which is going to be beneficial for us. Perhaps. They might have some removal from Marauding this turn, but hey, I like the turn of events. There you go. Good. We might have bought ourselves a little bit of time. Okay. It's probably the World Spineworm, and yes, there you go. Whew. Oh. That is perfect. Love it. Blue is rough. I redeemed myself against something that is part blue. Okay. Yeah, you saw there. I could have played it. I expected the counter spell. They waited for quite some time with that Thunderherd. They're like, ooh, I'll just let them get a land, and I'm going to counter the bigger thing that they play. I was at 4. I had an extra 2. Whether it was Censor making me pay an extra 1, or Make Disappear, as we saw, making me pay an extra 2. I had enough doing that first, doing this. All I needed was Marauding to stick around with that cost reduction, getting me to Carnage, getting me to T-Rex, and getting me the win. Yes. Oh. That's how you do it. Again, would you rather just Carnage or just T-Rex? Do you want to start off with Carnage and T-Rex? Do you feel better with Ancient Imperiosaur? Do you want it in the sideboard? Do you want Ancient Imperiosaur at all? I think you should. I think most people should. That is, it's probably not going to be a bad thing. Do you feel like you're going to face more control-y, rough matchups? Maybe you want to do 3 Carnage, 3 Tyrannosaurus Rex, and 3 Ancient Imperiosaur to begin with. You want to fiddle with the list, something like that. It's going to be good. Ravioli, okay. 98% Mythic. Playing first with a beautiful hand, instant keep right there. It's going to be a little bit iffy in the middle of the game, but 2 lands. We got Huntmaster and Marauding. There's a good chance we'll get another land. Shifting Topiary Stomper. Commune with dinosaurs. Absolutely, we could be seeing that. Rakdos. Ooh. Well, Thoughtseize, we still get to play on turn 2 at least. Yeah, you definitely want to see what I'm playing with those Ghalta sleeves. You're like, is this person actually playing dinosaurs? Yes. Yes, I am. Question becomes, if they also have removal in hand, they'll certainly get rid of a turn 2 play. Or maybe they have 2 fatal pushes, so they'll get rid of the big payoff creature. Painful. It's always fun to risk things, see how it goes. And sometimes it can pay off. Now I know what the opponent is on, and I mean, rightfully I could have guessed it. It is a very common and fantastic deck. Ooh, the Stomp, I've never would have guessed. Ugh. Held off of Topiary, unfortunately. I would hope to at least see that 3rd land by next turn. They can't counter it, of course, because of the colors they are. So we might be okay. That's not the 3rd land. Where are you at? Oh, yes, the Finale of Devastation playmat. I was actually thinking of it. Thinking of getting it. Face to Face has a few copies. Maybe people have bought them since, but I did see it. That was pretty cool. I was tempted. I already have 2 playmats though. One that is solid green and one Azusa, Lost But Seeking. Legendary creature, 2 in a green for a 2/3, a 1/2 I think. You can play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. That is pretty sweet. They're not too worried about their duresses, because we're still ways off from our creatures. We could get Carnage next turn with Castle Garenbrig. If it's any land, we do get Regisaur Alpha. Yeah, definitely check it out. Face to Face. I think it was a pretty reasonable price. I'm pretty sure they had maybe 4 copies last time I checked. I mean, it is the 5th land, but it is not going to be enough. Sadly, sometimes Sheltered Thicket does do me dirty like that. Enters tapped when I really desperately need it to not enter tapped. That's okay. That's okay. And perhaps I could just cut Sheltered Thicket. I have been using it, or was using it, when I wasn't using Commune. I didn't have that turn 1 play, so often I would feel comfortable doing this on turn 1. Doesn't feel too bad, especially with this also in hand, but trim it down to 1 copy perhaps. Of course, if we see a copy late game, it is nice to cycle it if we have enough lands already. Definitely. But like I was saying, Thunderherd Migration, trim it with Huntmaster. Certainly this matchup is going to be pretty darn rough. I must say. Yeah, I like the looks of that. I'm gonna keep it like that. I have a good feeling. Hey, Pterosaurus, how's it going? Yeah. But yeah, $22.99. I think that is pretty good. Some of my playmats, I'm pretty sure, were even more expensive. So potentially picking up a playmat with that fantastic art. Good. Very good. Yeah, this is a good hand. Certainly because of what I'm facing. We got Thunderherd, I hope. Cross your fingers, as always. There isn't turn 1 Thoughtseize, but I have enough lands. I feel pretty good grabbing Ghalta. My only copy that I have. Keep that in mind. Oh, they don't. They don't. So we get Thunderherd Migration. We're going to reveal Ghalta, which was already revealed. So this is a 0 drawback whatsoever. Always lovely. Yeah, you were ready to fatal push Marauding Huntmaster, weren't you, buddy? I'll try for Commune. We'll see what we get. Carnage Tyrant, let's play that next turn. After we go Topiary here, they're going to be dead if they don't do anything quick. We're going to be smoking them. Pretty darn good. Carnage Tyrant next turn. Love it. They better have that Thoughtseize. Ooh, I'm excited. Look at this beautiful potential. Oh my, that's not gonna do anything for you. Oh, this is not a pretty sight whatsoever. Yes, get her done. Oh, stunning. Love it. They try to make me sacrifice something. I can just sacrifice Topiary Stomper. If they have Liliana of the Veil. Play Xenagos next turn, it's all over. I can play Ghalta plus Xenagos. Ouch. Smoked. Play Sheoldred. Do it. Yeah, can't target Carnage Tyrant. Gotcha. Man, the next turn is going to be so good. They don't have Thoughtseize. They would have ripped Ghalta straight from my hand. They know what's about to happen. I would expect they don't have Thoughtseize. Ghalta would have gone a long time ago. Oh, Extinction Event. That's pretty good. Okay. Leaving behind Topiary Stomper. We still get to attack with it next turn, which is quite nice indeed. Maybe they pop that treasure to go with... Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on a second, folks. Let's see. Well, Kogla and Yidaro dodges Fatal Push if that's the case. I'm going to go with that instead. Love it. Beautiful. Pretty darn sweet. Watch out. 6 for a 7/7 Trample Haste. Maybe they were prepped and ready to fail to push the Topiary Stomper and ooh yeah, get them. Let's hope they're packing another Extinction Event. We will lose Kogla and Yidaro, but we will still be left with Topiary at least. Ooh, that's pretty cool stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, dead. Done. Peace. Maybe they have removal for 2, but they don't have a counter spell. Oh, let's hope they don't. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Love it. We may not get to attack with Ghalta when they kill Regisaur Alpha. Maximum aggression. Oh, yeah, oh.
As many style points as you can produce.
Yes, yes, good game indeed. They were ready and waiting, and that's one point I wanted to make. I might make a specific video. It's very exciting. A hidden thing. Some things reveal information. Thunderherd reveals a dinosaur. Commune, you reveal the land or dinosaur. You give the opponent information, but you use that information against them. You reveal Topiary Stomper. They're ready and waiting to kill it. But you just don't play it. You play Thunderherd Migration instead. And then the mana that they held up for removal, that removal sits there. They didn't use that mana for the turn. They're ready and waiting to do a thing, and you do something they don't expect. Give them information and play with that. Do some mind games against the opponent, or just do something stable. Game 1 they see, oh yeah, we kill Huntmaster, boom, we kill Marauding. This is going to be easy. And then you do the stable lands, Topiary, Thunderherd. Is this a good way to do it? Switch Huntmaster and Thunderherd. Seems pretty good. Okay. Maybe you want 2 Thunderherd to start, 2 in the sideboard, including starting with Huntmaster, 4 of this and 4 Marauding, something like that. Yeah, okay. Huh. What do I want to do? Do I want to change anything? Taking out Reflection of Kiki Jiki certainly would be pretty good. I'll keep it like that. I got a good feeling. We'll mess with their head, I hope. That could work. That could work. We'll cross the fingers that it's not turn 1 Thoughtseize. Ripping Commune. Commune hopefully grabbing Marauding. At the very least, Commune is going to grab a third It's got to be Commune. If they know what's good for them, it's going to be Commune. Or Topiary. One of those two. I got Commune, yeah. Do it. Oh, okay. Oh, and we drew a Thunderherd Migration. That is like the ultimate of ultimate gotcha. Beautiful. Stomping Ground, of course. Let's get nice and healthy with the sources of red. Just in case I have to use 2 things that require a red in a single turn. Usually, again, that's not the case. Ah, nuts. Guess I gotta play Thunderherd Migration, revealing Ancient Imperiosaur. That's already been revealed. The next turn, well, it may just be Marauding Raptor. I will only have 4. But if I draw a Topiary Stomper, one of the 3 that is still in the deck, Marauding for 2, Topiary, Carnage, Ancient Imperiosaur, some turn after that. Oh yeah, ready to stomp that Huntmaster that it didn't have. Oh boy. They're tapped out. What does that mean? Not a whole lot. It does mean if Marauding survives, now with this Castle Garenbrig, we get Carnage Tyrant. They don't know that we could get it, so maybe Marauding's not dead to Fatal Push. Or go for the throat. They saw what we did, so they're probably not going to leave it alive. Unfortunately. Never would have guessed. Never in a million years. But yeah, still Carnage turn next turn. Beautiful. I hope. Dress, no dress. No, don't do it. Okay. That's not so bad. Pretty good. No Sheoldred's Edict. No Lillian of the Veil. Oh boy. What's it gonna be? Embercleave, I must say, that would be pretty cool. I haven't used it a whole lot. Maybe it's not the best in this list. Maybe a copy or two of Embercleave in the sideboard to just top deck it, punch through, do double damage with one of the big scary dinos, similar to Xenagos, which I would really like to see next turn. That certainly would bring the pain. What are they gonna do? Shieldred maybe for 4? Extinction event. Huh. Pretty good. Decent. I like it. We do get Ancient Imperiosaur though. We can go Vivian Reed to take out Reflection of Kiki Jiki, which would be pretty good. But I think Ancient Imperiosaur actually might be pretty devastating instead. We'll hope it's not sacrificed or killed. It does have Ward 2, so maybe they won't be able to target it just barely. They have Go for the Throat, don't they, for 2? But they need an extra 2, and they only have an extra 1 at this particular moment. Oh, this is nice. They're wishing they had that 4th land. Ah, I see. Are they going to make a copy of something? Maybe. Huh. Interesting. They just wanted more blood tokens to sacrifice later on. Of course, we'll block that Bone Crusher Giant. Get that out of the way. It is nice that Reflection is tapped. Now being able to go Vivian Reed, take out Reflection of Kiki Jiki. Is that the best thing? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's not ask questions. We would draw in Blood Tithe Harvester next turn, but I kind of want to protect Vivian. Possibly. That'd be pretty cool if she stuck around. We get to go +1, draw a card, get a creature, because we have enough lands at this point. Xenagos maybe? Or they have Go for the Throat this turn, which, no, that's how she goes. Heartless Act. Something for 2, then they need another 2. Still pretty good. Removal for 4. That is not so great. But this is great. When you're at 6 lands, you get to go Marauding for 2, Regisaur for 4, and hit the opponent pretty darn hard. Oh boy. I don't think they're going to be killing us next turn, that's for sure. We got 3 creatures. Boom. Ouch. Let's hope we either draw a Commune to dig for something good, a Xenagos, or something good. So there's a lot of chances. There's a pretty good chance we're going to see somebody nice. Blood Tithe Harvester probably sacrificing it. It is sacrificing itself to take out Regisaur. That's okay. We still got good bodies. No lands. No lands. You can do it. Ooh. We got Xenagos. That is what sadly can't go Thunderherd in Xenagos, so it's just going to have to be this. I imagine there's Fatal Push on that dinosaur token. Gotta be. I'm going to try to double it and pressure him a little bit, but it's probably going down. Let's hope that's not the case. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. No Fatal Push. Oh. Oh, no fatal push. Okay, okay, we're safe. We're good. We're good. This is nice. Let's hope Xenagos sticks around and they don't exile it. We draw any creature next turn, it's all over. Shieldred is not going to attack. They can't afford to do that. They only have one thing, and I don't think it's removal. It's certainly not fatal push. It could be removal for 2, maybe Graveyard Trespasser was the thing that they had. I'll take 4. Let's see what happens. Oh boy. Let's hope it's not a oh, it's a stomp. Exactly. Lethal. That is good. That is good. Close, but no cigar. Down to the wire. A wee bit too many lands. That would have been cool. Carnage Tyrant, Tyrannosaurus Rex, right off the top. Took him right to the edge. Quite thrilling indeed, I must say. Actually, what time is it? I want to see how long I've been going for. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Hour and 20 minutes. Maybe we'll go to midnight. Another 20 minutes past midnight. Of course, I did not get to do this last night. I may not every night. Especially this week as I continue. My wife and I continue to sleep train our son. Putting him in the crib alone. It has been going good, but some nights it may not. One more time. Okay, faster, better. Do I have to send 2 to the bottom, unfortunately? I kind of feel like keeping Ghalta. Nah. Let's not do that. If it's going to be somebody rough, Ghalta could be sitting in our hand longer than we hope. Could be a reasonable chance to get to Xenagos eventually. Casting it for 4 with the cost reduction from Marauding. Also very nice with that Topiary. Hopefully it's not Leyline Binding on Huntmaster or Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant, at least for a turn. Wait a second, buddy. Hold your removal. Leyline Binding for 1. Oh, okay. Phew. We dodged a bullet, and we've got this is not good. Not good for them. We got that crucial 3rd land. Beautiful stuff indeed. We get to 3, we get to 4. We get a little bit extra damage on them. We're already in range of Xenagos. But of course, we could have gotten Ghalta. This might be nice. Imagine, if anything, they will get rid of Marauding, the biggest threat, so if we don't draw a 5th land next turn, we won't be getting Xenagos. And they could just exile Xenagos whenever we play it. Even though it has Indestructible, they can grab it and make it disappear temporarily. Ooh, the Skyclave Apparition. So yes, something is being done. But something also is being done with this. That's pretty good too, I hope. Ooh, is this going to be an Ancient Imperiosaur match? Are they going to play a 4th land and sweep us as well? Skyclave Apparition? They can't do anything about Imperiosaur. It can only exile a permanent with mana value 4 or less anyways. Let's hope it's not Leyline Binding for 1. And they will have an extra 2 to pay the ward cost. Okay, that is something. Exile Topiary Stomper if you think that's going to do the trick. Land. Ooh, that's not a land, but well, we might finally get Xenagos one day. We get to hit them pretty hard, at least. Alright. Cross your fingers. If they sweep, we still get tokens anyways, which would finish them off. Taking out Marauding, unfortunately. And we still get a creature. No, nothing. Nothing. Wow. Folks, here it is. This is the stuff you live for. Bing, bang, boom. And it's a creature, too. Oh! Ha! You don't need to cheat out Xenagos with this deck. Alright. But we know what it is. Enchantments. It's not the normal Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, and it might not be that at all. Keep in mind they do have Yorion. When it enters, they can exile stuff, then have it re-enter the battlefield. It could just be enter the battlefield with a little bit of enchantment sprinkled in there. Everything enter the battlefield effects. Skyclave, bounce it. We get the token, but then it re-enters and they re-exile something else. Cavalier of Dawn, bounce, re-enters. They destroy 1 non-land permanent. We also get another colorless golem artifact creature token, but still. They could exile Xenagos permanently. Oh, destroy. No. Okay. So they can't destroy Xenagos at the very least. Okay, we're safe in that department. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to bring in Back to Nature. That was what I was getting to. It's not full-on enchantments. But it is a little bit. Excuse me. Keep it as is? I could. It's not really any counter spells, it's just stuff that targets stuff. Yeah, I'll keep it as is. Seems like we should have a pretty good chance early on at least to do some stuff. Perhaps not a whole lot of interaction to begin with. Bone Crusher Giant, maybe. It's full on with the enter the battlefield stuff. Ooh. This is an exciting hand, I must say. Of course, seeing the Great Henge, bunch of lands, 2 Maraudings, and a Shifting. Shifting with that 5 power, reducing the Great Henge to only needing 4. Oh, is this going to be the one that we get this down? We get a pop off, finally. Man, that would be devastating. I want to do it at least once tonight. Oh, another land. So we have that 4. No removal. Good. Ugh. Enter the battlefield creatures, enchantments. Of course, Trial of Ambition, stunning. Absolutely lovely with Yorion. When it enters, we have to sacrifice a creature. They bounce it, we lose another thing, we lose a lot of stuff. It's not a pretty sight, I must say. Yeah, at least we still have a Marauding. We have a Shifting next turn no matter what. But we also might get Regisaur Alpha. That'd be good. Let's hope there isn't another Trial of Ambition. That's just annoying. Or something that's going to exile the Great Henge. It would be pretty sad if I didn't get it to go off at least a little bit. But it can be kind of awkward, I must say. I kind of like something that is a little bit cheaper, or just cut it entirely. Maybe replace the Great Henge with a cheaper Dino. Something like that. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Let's do the math. Shifting this turn. Great Henge next turn for 4, 3... Not quite. We're going to do as much damage as possible with Regisaur. Technically, shifting would have effectively been the same. Regisaur Alpha for 4 gets me 7 temporary power. 4 from Marauding, 3 from the token. Shifting is 5 power, plus Marauding pinging it for 2 temporary power is also 7. But we use up all available mana, and we'll just smoke them then instead. Okay. I'll take it. Maximum aggression, that's what you can't do. You can't leave us alone. Still enough. 8, 3, 11. I'll give it trample just in case. Let's make sure there isn't any funny business. Of course, there couldn't have been. They were tapped out, but play it safe. Play it safe. Okay. Wow. A lot of stuff tonight. Very, very nice. Another Rakdos. I think the next opponent's going to be a Mythic person. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty quick. Usually it's about 30 seconds. Oh. Mono red aggro. I actually faced mono red aggro. I played 4 matches before I started here tonight. It was mono red, mono green devotion, mono red. Took mono red down the second outing. Not the first, unfortunately. But if it is something red, that feels very rough. Very rough indeed. Too scary. Oh, much, much better. Yeah. We have 2 Ancient Imperiosaurs. Send one to the bottom. Maximum aggression is the name of the game. Get the job done. Have some fun. And just crush them. Don't do exactly. Do maximum. Leave no room for error. That's when you might lose. You might think you're safe because you held back a little bit. Nah. Sometimes it's hard to tell if the opponent is bluffing. That's the fun part about this game. Or any game like this where there's an unknown element. It's fun to evaluate what they might have, what they've done previously, and what they might do. And Rakdos again. Okay. Well, it's not mono red, but Marauding may be dead. Perhaps I should just go to bed. No. I imagine I'll likely stomp shifting. Hopefully they don't have a stomp or go for the throat. Kill shifting before Marauding pings it. Yes. Stomp. Fatal push or stomp. Or go for the... Oh, okay. Yeah, we still got some damage. That's something. And Marauding is sticking around, which is pretty good. They might have the fatal push, keeping up that little bit of damage. No, if they had fatal push, they probably wouldn't have done stomp. Okay, that's something. Topiary Stomper, we get Ancient Imperiosaur next turn. Let's do it. Making it at least a 10-10. If we see Regisaur Alpha, well, it's going to be bigger than that. Keep that Marauding back. No matter what, we will get Ancient Imperiosaur. I don't see them taking out both creatures. Actually, yeah, never mind. Oh, I'm crying. I'm shedding tears, man. That is rough stuff. So we're not getting Ancient Imperiosaur. Maybe they were holding on to that thought season until things happened and they ripped the big payoff just before I was going to get it. Yeah. Fable. Ooh. we still are at a healthy 20, I must say. That's pretty good. I love this song. Topiary can't block. Hopefully next turn, maybe we draw a second Topiary. Shifting, pretty good. That is something. Imagine the goblin would block shifting. If that's the case, I'll just hit him with Marauding. Marauding would be the easiest thing to take out, but of course we could lose shifting when the goblin attacks and they make a treasure token. I'd rather let shifting stay nice and healthy so that the goblin can't trade with it. Kroxa, one of the 3 cards in their graveyard. Again, they have to have a total of 6, including Kroxa, plus 5 others, exiling it so they can escape it. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen this turn at least. Phew. Good. They're getting pretty low though, at 10. They might be getting scared. They might have that stomp. Oof. Oh. What did I say? What did I say? Better to attack with shifting, trade with the goblin. So they're down a goblin. If we would have been down shifting anyways. Yeah. Oh, finally, the top deck commune. I bet that's going to be good. Ooh. Do I like Regisaur Alpha? That is pretty good aggression. I mean, I would like to get to the 7th land to turn on Topiary. But I can't attack with Ghalta, unfortunately. Regisaur Alpha, probably the best bet at the moment. Okay. They can crew the Reckoner Bankbuster, which will trade with the token, so it doesn't make sense to attack him. Though that little goblin can't trade with Marauding. Imagine maybe Bone Crusher would trade with Marauding and... you know what, let's do it. We still have Regisaur Alpha to block. Next turn. If they are super duper aggressive. Okay, I'll take it. We have enough lands we can play anything. It's going to have haste because of Regisaur. That's alright. We'll hope Regisaur sticks around, of course. Yeah, I might try Embercleave instead of the Great Henge. I just have so many creatures. I think there's a very good chance we'll be able to cast Embercleave cheaply. It is reduced temporarily based on the number of attacking creatures you use. Certainly would be lovely to punch through. Of course, Huntmaster is not going to help us in that regard. We'll wait at least one more turn, but mostly we are dead at the moment. Yeah. Now they're escaping Kroxa. Okay. Okie dokie. I know when to pack it in. Yeah. Kroxa making us lose 3. We didn't have anything to discard, so that was 3 right there. Another 2 from Shieldred. Regisaur Alpha would have had to block a bunch of goblins, reflection. They would have made a lot of reflection copies. Tap, make a copy of itself. Tap, make a copy of itself. Paying 1 over and over again for however much mana they have. Would have swarmed everything. Ugh. Okay. Thunderherd Migration. Switch it with Huntmaster. That thing's not living. Not too long. Thrash and Brontodon, I kind of like it, I must say. Trim the Great Henge. Alright. Let's get her done. I must say, I want to use Thrashing a little bit more. Certainly has lovely potential. The worst case scenario, it is a 3-4. Sometimes you get to cast it for reduced 2 green, which is pretty good. Just keep attacking, doing stuff. Don't keep a hand like this, certainly. Not a good idea whatsoever. Oh, the first hand had 2 Xenagos. Both of them, I'm pretty sure. This one, okay, once more. Well, we got there. I do want to keep a Regisaur. We have 3 lands plus Thunderherd, which does get us to 4 for shifting. But of course we're facing Fatal Push, and well, certainly shifting is not going to live too long. Don't think it makes a whole big difference revealing Regisaur Carnage Tyrant at the moment. Maybe I could reveal Carnage. They see, oh, we're far off, I don't have to worry. But maybe they would be extra scared of Carnage. If they have a Thoughtseize, they're probably going to use it. Okay, good. Oh my, that Topiary Stomper is saving us big time. Getting us at least to Regisaur. Or Carnage if we get the 6th land. Beautiful. Thunderherd Migration, we're ahead by 1. Topiary, ahead by another 1. Beautiful. Again, you can't Fatal Push a basic, you can't Blood Tithe Harvester to -X, -X, a basic land. It's basic, but it works. Yeah, it seems like they're stumbling a wee bit. Okay, I thought they didn't have a land for the turn. Phew. They know we will get Regisaur, but they don't have Thoughtseize. Question becomes, and this is a very interesting one. I've got 5 lands. I can use 1 green to maybe dig for Castle Gainbreak. Either I get it, and then I get Carnage Tyrant, or I have some other creature that I still get to play. A Topiary. They know I'm going to do Regisaur. They're waiting to kill Regisaur. Something against it. So we're going to try for a thing they might not be able to do anything about. Topiary. Topiary to get the Carnage. You kill Topiary with your removal. Fine by me. Do it. Or just kill the one I had out already. Either way, it might draw it out, or again, they're going to wait. They're not going to use it. They're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to continue to hold on to it for the Regisaur Alpha that I know the opponent has. I'm going to use Go for the Throat. Get him. There we go. So we still could have sacrificed Topiary instead of Regisaur if we wanted to play it. That's alright. Maybe they got another Blood Tithe Harvester. Or you. Okay. Huh. That's good too. No Shieldred. Phew. I like it. Alright. Beautiful. Let's hope they don't have multiple sacrifice things. Watch them feel sad that they have Go for the Throat, and the only thing they can use it on is Topiary. Potentially make them hold up that mana for nothing. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I must say, I've missed this aspect of Commune and Thunderherd. Playing a little bit of mind games, potentially. They're ready to kill a thing, and then I play a thing they can't kill. Oh, it never gets old. If one of the harvesters wants to sacrifice itself to take out Topiary that I couldn't have used. Okay, we're going to see if we can finally draw out that Heartless Act or Go for the Throat. Was my prediction right? No? Okay. Alright, we still get a creature. That's pretty good. We can't attack with it. And I certainly want to preserve Carnage Tyrant. They had enough total power that they could have taken it out. So I might as well wait and see. Possibly drawing a Xenagos, doubling Carnage Tyrant, giving it +7/+7, and they certainly won't have enough total power to take that out, I don't think. It's good they sacrificed the blood token. A little bit worried about Topiary Stomper. That's alright. I don't think they'll ever be attacking with the Blood Tithe Harvesters. They always want to be like, ooh, maintain at least 6 power. Take out the Carnage Tyrant. Win it. Oh, boom. There you go, folks. I don't think they can take out Xenagos. Maybe they have something that exiles an enchantment. Bing, bang. Whew. Smoked. I hope. This is about our best chance. Get him. Oh, I love it. No exile effects for 3. Oh man, look at that. Sheoldred's Edict would make us sacrifice Carnage Tyrant, however. We do have to keep that in mind. That's coming up. Maybe not. Huh. So they don't have Sheoldred's Edict. Phew. I was worried. We had a token and a non-token. They would have named opponent sacrifices and non-token creatures, so we would have lost Carnage Tyrant in that instance. Man, that would have been really sad. Oh. Now that's a top deck. And we still got it. We've got Shifting Ceratops, Hasty. We don't turn on Xenagos, unfortunately, but that's still pretty decent. That has to be it. Oh, man. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, Victor. It's a thing of beauty. It's never going to get old. The question becomes, do you like seeing Rakdos Midrange get stomped? Do you like seeing Azorius Control get stomped? Which of those range of things? Sheoldred, of course, would want to block Carnage Tyrant, but multiple things have to for them to survive. The trample continuing on through. Good stuff. Carnage Tyrant alone, 9 damage continues on through. Exactly. With Bankbuster and Sheoldred. And we'll still lock it up. Give it trample. No funny business. Oh, I love it when it's mathematically impossible, when it's exactly lethal. In what world is Reckoner Bankbuster plus Sheoldred combined to double block a thing still not enough to save you? Ooh, that is beautiful stuff indeed. Oh, well, not that. Good thing I gave it trample. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, if I had not listened to my gut, I said, don't. I forgot about that interaction, actually. Phew. I didn't even see it. But fortunately, I saved myself because do maximum damage. Even if they have 1 mana up. Phew. So it was mathematically possible. Of course, Sheoldred, always lovely stuff. Whenever they draw a card, they gain 2 life. They had 1 mana, they had 1 blood token. They used that mana to sacrifice it, discarding drawing, taking them up to 7 if I hadn't have given Shifting Trample. Because I thought, oh, I'm safe. Yeah, we'll just attack. Good game. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. Phew. Good. Again, I want to continue this trend. Try it out maybe for a few days. Against Rakdos or Mono Red. Decks that Huntmaster is often dead. Switch it out with this. Safe. Maybe keep 2 in if I'm on the play, or bring it in if I'm on the play. We'll see. But it is nice to have Thunderherd again. Do I want to do anything different? They have the usual stuff. Is Tyrannix Rex better than Ancient Imperiosaur? Probably. Certainly is a little bit harder to deal with. I think I'll trim all of the Imperiosaurs. Vivian. For a Flame Sweep maybe. No. Vivian. Just for her -3, a tad more enchantment removal. Maybe I want to take out Reflection of Kiki Jiki. The potential of that card is freaky. Oh, I'm keeping this. Oh, I love when I don't have to mulligan. I don't have a source of red as long as there's no thought. Oh, well, I have a source of red. Man, this is getting better and better. No Thoughtseizes. Doesn't matter. We have a turn 2 play, fortunately. Ooh. Now this is the lovely stuff. I must say, absolutely stunning. We have at least the 3rd lands. Thunderherd Migration will get us to 4 lands on turn 3. Marauding for 2, Topiary for 2. Thunderherd is a safe, stable thing. Next turn we get to do a risky thing plus a stable thing, and then Kogla and the fight. It's going to be beautiful. They're going to be ready and waiting with that Fatal Push. But of course it's going to be too late. By the time Marauding lands, they have to wait for me to do something. I will at least get the benefit of the cost reduction before they can kill it with Fatal Push. If they go Thoughtseize to get it out, doesn't really matter. I go Topiary. And this opponent has no hope, Ieri. Oh, another. Oh, that is not great for them. Good for me. I'll take 2. I'll get my source of red. A little bit of a pings. It seems like I might be paying a red each turn potentially. Certainly I need 2 red for Kogla and Yidaro. So we'll take the hit. Hope to use Karplusan Forest with the colorless so I don't have to take quite as much damage. Alright, good stuff, Pterosaurus. Happy to have you. Yes, some very nice wins indeed. Let's see that Fatal Push. Oh, okay. Noxious Grasp, whatever, on Topiary. Oh, okay. Yeah. If you want to use Stomp on something that may not have been able to attack or block for a few turns. I'm only at 5 lands. Topiary needing at least 7 to attack and block. Oh, good stuff. 2 lands each time. Yes, aggro Dinos for the win. Certainly your curve with mono red Dinos is very respectable, I must say. Do I want to just take a Bone Crusher Giant? I can go double Shifting Ceratops plus give one of it haste. Bone Crusher is going to trade with one of those. Actually, no. You know what? I just want to kill it. Marauding Pings does a little bit more damage here, which is pretty nice. Ouch, man, look at this thing. I really think I want to add a second copy. It is a game changer. For 5, I take out the Bone Crusher Giant, and I'm left with a good body. If they were wide open, it's 5 for 9 power, which is pretty sweet indeed. Okay, interesting. See if they want to trade with it. Let's do it. And hope they don't make me sacrifice this. Certainly could be the case. They could have Fatal Push Marauding and then made me sacrifice Kogla and Yidaro. Misery Shadow. Wish Yodrid's Edict sprinkled in. Or not just that. That's okay. We've got Shifting Ceratops. Double Shifting Ceratops. That is going to be a nightmare. They have two things. Oh no, we got Carnage. Okay, let's do the math here. Can I make 9? 2 shifting and give one of them haste. Castle Gambig in 4, 6, 7, 8. With the Stomping Ground I have in hand. It is only 8. It's not 9. Do I like Carnage Tyrant? Well, do I like double shifting? I kind of like double shifting, I must say. Get 2 bodies. Draw out some sacrifice effects. Draw out removal. Draw out potentially the only sacrifice things that they have. They can't do anything this turn. They only have a source of red. So I'll play 2 nice bodies. And we'll see what they do. I think we would have lost Carnage Tyrant. We're about to find out. Oh, okay. Well, we did lose Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. And they'll fail to push 1 shifting, I think. A permanent did leave the battlefield, meeting Fatal Push's requirement. Well, they're not attacking with Oh, I do like Thrashing Brontodon as well. Misery Shadow can become a 6/6, completely trading with one of the shiftings, so we're going to wait. I don't feel like losing shifting. It was either going to be Castle Lockthwain, they draw a card, or yeah, we deal just 5 and lose 1. Not great. Tap out a little bit. Do it. Oh, okay. We're still off of Kroxa. They only have 4 total cards in the graveyard. They need a little bit more. Man, that Misery Shadow still can get big enough. Painful. We need some big heavy hitter. Oh, that is not a big heavy hitter. Okay. Both Misery Shadows could both trade. No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. If both Misery Shadows died, that would be 2 things that went to the graveyard. They'd be able to escape Kroxa. I would have only Thrashing. Not a great situation. A lot of lands, my goodness. Oh, not another one. Taking 3, unfortunately. Xenagos would be nice. Tranix Rex would be nice. No. Topiary Stomper? It's something. It's not nothing. It's a thing that pulls something that isn't a creature out of the deck just by a hair, increasing the chance that I see something good next turn. They still can't escape it. Let's wait. You keep taking a little bit of damage with Castle Lockthwain, which is pretty nice, but I imagine they're going to be at least escaping Kroxa this turn, which might be a pretty good window for us. Playing something with a bit of mana, something that goes to the graveyard, then paying another 4, those Misery Shadows will not be able to get super big if they're mostly tapped out. Possibly at most they can only get to a 5/5, which shifting would be able to trade with. What is up their sleeve? Oh, another. Man, we're getting flooded. It had to happen at least sometime tonight. We're in a holding pattern. It would have been nice to get Vivian Reed, I must say. Draw an extra card each turn. Love it. But they do have 6. They're going to be escaping you-know-who. Coming up. That darn Castle Lochtwain. Even though it has hurt them, it certainly has helped them a little bit too much. No more lands. Guess I should have played it. Owing to the fact that, well, there's a pretty good chance I would have to discard it when they escape Kroxa. Well, let's see. A Vivian Reed. Well. Okay. We got something. We will probably lose her. At the very least, she goes +1. We dig for something. We're not quite dead yet, but we are down to 9. And that's not feeling fine. Something for... Oh, we got Xenagos. Good stuff, good stuff. Now they're getting scared. Oh boy, they're quaking in their boots. They're going to want to take out Vivian Reed, I imagine. Or we might just be dead. Kroxa attacking. We discard Xenagos. Rough stuff. 2 things have to block Misery Shadow, and they have the manlands as well. Have the Eye Tyrant with Menace. Is that okay? Hazoret tends to do the trick. Are we dead this turn? Maybe. Let's wait and see. I'm pretty sure we are. If they go all in. Ooh, interesting. I mean, they are down to 13. So that's not nothing. Through the Misery Shadow. I'm forced to block Misery Shadow 100%, both of them. Because if I don't block one, they just pump it definitely enough to get the job done. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe we can surprisingly get them somehow. Now I do still want to take out Kroxa. Let me think. How do I want to do this? Throw the cheaper things there. I like 2 shifting on Kroxa. I'm still left with 1. I go down to a little bit. Hazoret has indestructible, so we can't take her out. It doesn't make sense for anybody to block her. Let's see what happens. We force them to sink a lot of mana into these things to save them, which is pretty good. They won't be going Castle Lochtwain this turn. Let's just hope they don't have Fatal Push. Phew. Or Stomp. Stomp would be rough. Okay. Reckner Bankbuster not to... Ooh, another land. Yeah. Painful. Alright. Something good. Is it enough to get the job done? It is not. That will do it. I was hoping maybe to draw a creature for the turn. Vivian Reed also digging for another creature. Play both of them. Overwhelm them. And maybe do it that way. But yeah, definitely don't need another Castle Garenbig. That's just how it goes. I only have 22 lands. Has to happen sometimes. Alright. I'll leave it there for tonight. Hopefully you guys watching right now or later on, you sleepyheads, got some good rest. Have a good rest of your time zone. Wherever it is, whenever it is you are watching. I had a good time. Yes, very good. Victor. You see what can happen. You see the normal stuff that happens to everybody. Make some more tweaks. I certainly love this. I love the combination, I must say, of Ancient Imperiosaur, Carnage Tyrant, T-Rex. Doesn't matter what you're playing, sometimes it doesn't come together, but certainly with Storm the Festival, which I will get to at some point, you get hits. Man, I'm excited to try it out once again. That's for sure. Hopefully I can grind a bunch after I'm done tonight and I do the chapters, and maybe I get a little bit closer. Diamond 2, Mythic. Maybe by the time I play tomorrow. You never know. Go on a good streak. Have a good night. See ya. Peace.